Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your man, Avery Fawcett. I got a great message for you. I hope you take this, and I hope you understand it. Let's go, baby. So, first thing first, ladies and gentlemen, we have to learn to trust God's voice more than we trust our norm. We have to learn to trust God's voice more than we trust our everyday norm. More than we trust our normal jobs, more than we trust our normal relationships, more than we trust the normal everyday activity. This is basically what that quote is saying. You see, we have to be willing to let go what is normal for us to receive the true blessing that God has called upon our life. You see, it reminds me of when I was working at my old job. My normal everyday activity where I wasn't growing, where I found myself being complacent, where I found myself pretty much doing the same thing every day and getting burnt out. How many of you are in that same space? How many of you know that God has put more upon your life, but you just refuse to let go of what's norm? Because it's providing stability. Do you not believe that you are capable more than just being stable or just being average? You see, that's what the quote is about. It's saying that you have to trust God. You are more than average. You have to trust God's voice. That voice that's telling you to start that business. That voice that is telling you to leave your current situation and jump. That means it could be talking about a relationship. It could be talking about your job. It could be talking about a spouse. It could be talking about anything. It's saying to trust God's voice more than you trust your normal routine. And see, a lot of people, we won't reach our destinations. We won't reach our goals. We won't reach our dreams because we're so caught up on being average and complacent. We're so caught up on that everyday task. We're so caught up on living from that check that we receive from that job each and every day. But God is telling you that if you are to receive the true blessing that I put inside of you, then you have to use that gift. You have to use that gift that I have given you. But I can't bless you. I can't give you what I can't give you what I have promised you. If you are going to continuously to stay in that comfortable position that you're in. I can't bless you with a happy relationship if you are okay with staying in mess. If you are okay with staying in toxicity, if you're okay with being beat on, being slapped around, being cursed at, being pushed down, I can't bless you if you are okay with staying in the norm. That is what God is saying. So you have to be willing to trust God's voice more than you trust your norm. You have to be willing to give up your old habits, your old ways, your old thinking patterns to receive the true blessing, the calling upon your life. But if you're going to be stubborn and say, I don't want to change because I'm afraid this may happen, I'm afraid that may happen, then God can't bless you. God don't bless people that's afraid. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. And that's what it is. You're not willing to compromise. You're not willing to compromise the safe space. I'm safe here. And that's why I'm not jumping, because I'm safe. I know that it's going to provide me stability. I know that he or she loves me and it's just a phase right now. And they don't mean what they say. But baby, if you want to be happy, then you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to give up that everyday norm. And when you are willing to give up that everyday norm, then God will start blessing you. Listen, you got to fall in love with the process in order to get the results. Fall in love with it.